Hey guys, this is Battle from Pokemon Rules again against my sister elementalD1, and yeah, she starts off with a Moltres and I start off with me Swallow. She withdraws a Moltres and goes into Regirock. I go for the Protect for Toxic Orb reasons, but it fails anyway. So I activate the Toxic Orb and you turn out, and this Regirock has max defense, and I'm all oh no. So I bring in my Registeel because I know Regirock won't be able to enter into it considering they're both defensive Pokemon, but um, she goes to the Stone Edge and she withdraws a Regirock and goes into Entei, and I'm like, okay then. I iron headed it, but yeah, that was for the Regirock. So I'm obviously gonna have to switch here. So I switch into me Kabutops. She goes for the Shadow Ball, predicting a switch, so that was good. But it barely does anything to me. And I know she's going to switch now because I'm water. So she goes into Swampert and predicting a switch. I go into for the Sword Dance. And I should have gone for the Waterfall here, but I thought maybe she might have had a chance of being faster. I wasn't sure, but that still did a crap load. Like max attack Kabutops equals quality with Life Orb. So Life Orb, yeah. And that did a lot to Swampert. So she uses Earthquake and kills me. And I send I send back in I send back in I send in Porygon Z and she brings back in a Regirock. Go for the Tri Attack. And this did, and I get the burn, and this burn cost her a lot in this battle. I mean, the burn cost a lot. So I bring in me Wash Rotom. She goes for the Earthquake and Levitate makes it miss. So quality, and it gets hurt by his burn. And she withdraws it and brings in Roserade. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, predicting anything but Roserade. So brings in Roserade, and I go for the Light Screen, and she leaves Storms. Sorry about that, like mess about with the camera there. That was an accident. She goes for the Leaf Storm and does nothing because of Light Screen. I recover health using leftovers. She gets burnt. She withdraws the Roserade and goes into Moltres. And I went for the Hydro Pump, but it missed. So I was all like, no. But yeah. So I'm gonna bring back in I'm gonna bring in Dragonite and start Metonage because Dragonite's hard. And Swampert, she brings it back in a Swampert. I go for the I go for the Dragon Dance. I think, and yeah, I go for the Dragon Dance, and she goes for the Hammer Arm. I think she was predicting a switch. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. I then go for the Outrage after the Dragon Dance, and it's obviously gonna take out the Swampert because Dragonite's well hard than that. So, um, yeah. So at this point, I'm all yeah. But yeah, he brings in Entei, and I go for the Outrage because I'm locked into it. And I go the Outrage. I think the Outrage. I'm watching the helmet go down. I'm like, yay! But it survives with like 2 HP, so I'm all. But it doesn't really matter because Entei can't do jack shit to a Dragonite. So, I'm locked into Outrage obviously. So Outrage comes again, and kills it this time. And so there goes our Entei, and I'm looking pretty well at this point. So she brings in her shiny Fan Rotom, and I bring back in Swallow. I really, really, really don't know why, but oh yeah, actually yeah, it was to take the Will-O-Wisp, and I was trying to see what she'd do, and she went for the Shadow Ball predicting a switch, and I go for the Aerial Ace and does Jack, and she goes for the Ice Slash and kills me. So I'm all annoyed at this point. So yeah, once again, sorry about the camera and that. It's just I have to hold it up, and it's hard holding things up for 15 minutes. So yeah, I go for the Shadow Ball and kill a Fan Rotom with my Wash Rotom, and she brings back in Roserade and Light Screen. I set up Light Screen. She goes for the Shadow Ball. Light Screen saves my ass. I really do. I mean, Rotom is I think the one of the best Pokemon from the alternate form. generation type thing because it is so awesome. She goes to sleep harder and puts me to sleep, and she goes to sleep harder and puts me to sleep and covers HP with the leftovers. Now she's just gonna start shadowballing, and I was hoping that PC, I mean, um, yeah, I was hoping I could survive a fair few of these, and I'm guessing I can survive another one. Seeing on thanks to light screen, but I don't, which is gutting. And if you're wondering about the nickname, it's BC Hydro is a hydroelectrical company in Canada. And anyway, Registeel comes out and start cursing up because yeah, that's what Registeel does. And oh yeah, and she goes to the sleep. She gets hurt by burn, and then goes for the leaf storm now, and it does a fair chunk, but light screen was gone, so it didn't do as little as I thought it was gonna do because I forgot about light screen being gone. So I recover a bit of HP, and she sleep harders me finally. She pulls off a sleep harder, so I'm all no, but it doesn't really bother me because yeah, I'm well out that way. And so yeah, she's it's just going through this whole blah blah blah. So I bring in Porygon Z, and this thing has choice specs, and with a max special attack, choice specs, tri attack, with adaptability and stab, is rapage almost anything. I mean, it rapes so hardcore, it is unreal. So she brings in a Moltres. I send making me Dragonite because I know whatever she can throw at me won't hurt me that much because yeah, I pretty much resist anything she can throw at me. So she turns out and he turns about 3 HP, and Regirock comes back out because he's all defensive and stuff. And I go for the 5-punch, and all I'm doing is 5-punching here to make up for the burn that I got on her, because it was actually really unfair that I did get the burn. So I'm 5-punching because I could have gone for the outrage and killed it, but I was trying to be fair a bit. So yeah, and this makes up for it here. She gets a crit Stone Edge, so I mean that made up for it for me. So now I'm gonna go for the 5-punch again just because I said I would, I guess. And I go for the 5-punch again, and it doesn't kill it. She goes for the Stealth Rocks, sets up Stealth Rocks, and yeah. I now go for the next 5-punch and kill it. And oh no, sorry, burn kills it. Now she's gonna bring in her Moltres, and it has more speed than me, so it goes to the Air Slash and kills me. And yeah, bring in Porygon Z, goes to the Air Slash again. Stealth Rock, I take damage from Stealth Rock, so go for the Air Slash. And at this point, I'm like, oh my god, no, 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 no. Yeah, but I survived 76 HP, so I'm like, woohoo! So I go for the try attack and kill it. So yeah, good game. elementalD1. I'll post a link in that. Yes, comment, rate, sub. See you guys, and yeah, good battle.